What the fuck is up? I got a pair of jeans that I'm working on today. I already got started and decided, I'll record later. I just wanted to hop into it and start creating. Oh, my fault. I thought something happened with the audio, but I found this yellow jacket, like a rain jacket at the thrift store today. So I cut it up, did some sewing, and then I added some of my calligraphy. It's my own font that I've created, and I think the camera is kind of showing it reversed. I'm not sure, so you can't really see it like in its proper like paradigm, but that's what I'm working on. And I've got like some smoke gray pants, and I also got these at the thrift store. So if you've seen my videos before, you know that I always start with cutting my jeans through the legs right here to give me more space to work with. But if you've never seen any of my videos, let me explain this to you. So I like to take my jeans, and then you see on the inside of the leg there's this seam, and it's for both sides of the legs. I like to cut along the seams, but I want to make sure I'm cutting as flush as possible. And the reason I like to cut the jeans open like this is because it actually gives it more of a canvas aspect. That makes it a lot easier to work with. So someone wanted to get like a pair of white denim pants and just completely cut them up like this and do some like mad paint work. They can do something fucking nice, like, but I mean, maybe I might, why not, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is just my first step. I'm gonna cut from the toes all the way to the crotch, and then once I get to the crotch, I'll show you what I do. I just continue from the crotch back down to the toes on the other side. So here I am. I'm just gonna cut and continue going down to the toes for this side. And then after that, we're gonna wanna make another cut somewhere else. But first, let me just finish this real quick. Okay. Now we have the back of the jeans, right? I'm just gonna cut from the crotch all the way up to here. And that's gonna open the pants even more. The reason I like to do it like this is because I apply big patches, and they're very abstract patches, you know? So it helps to really have that room. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got. See, completely flat. And if you wanted, you could take the pocket away with like a seam ripper, and then that would give you even more space to work with. I have actually done some projects where I just take one pocket, keep the other one, and it's pretty cool, you know, it just kind of gives it something a little different. But yeah, here they are. What I'm actually gonna do first is I'm gonna paint them white and yellow all over before I start sewing. So that's what I'm actually gonna go ahead and do now. So I've painted my pants, and I'm doing my sewing now. So that's just what I'm gonna go ahead and finish up now. Okay, so I have the jeans here, and I've added all my patches and everything. All I'm gonna do next is flip the jeans inside out, and I'm gonna start sewing them back together. So I like to start with this open flap right here, okay? So you see the jeans, I have them laid out. I like to align these up and use a clip to keep them together. And then I'll start sewing it shut. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'll show you the step after that. Okay, so now it's all sewn back together, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the front end of the crotch, right? And I'm just gonna pinch it together with the back end. You wanna make sure the seams, so this seam and this seam, these seams and these seams, they're aligned. Pinch them together, and then once they're pinched together, just sew a line here and here. So just like that, 2 simple lines just to attach the crotch. And then from there, we're gonna attach the legs, but I'm gonna do the crotch first, and then I'll show you how to go from there. So you can see here, I've just sewn 2 small lines, and that's attached to crotch. So now what I'm gonna do is sew the legs. So the legs are actually fairly simple. They're just gonna be open like this. I like to attach them at the bottom first, and then I'll use these clips right here. You can use pins just to attach them, and then I'll start attaching it all the way up. The thing is, I'm kind of keeping it tight. That way there's not as much slack. When I do that, it's gonna give me a better like attachment, a better like sewing job. So yeah, that's just what I like to do. And then once I sew, I start from the crotch, and then I sew all the way down to the toes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these clipped and sewn on, and then we're gonna try them on so you guys can see the finished product on the body. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this bitch up. Okay, so they're all done now. I'm pretty happy with it. I wish the jeans were a little more baggy. That would make the design a lot better, but hey, we got it done. And you know, it looks pretty much how I thought it would. Yeah, can't complain. Pretty happy with what I've got here. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you for taking the time. Especially if you've reached this point, you're a real one. So I just want to let you guys know I love you, and good luck on your next projects. Okay, stay focused on what fucking matters, and don't be afraid. Don't let no one fucking stop you. All right, go after that shit.